Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who helps folks start a side business online. And we use social media to grow it. Now, I did not, I'm not an expert. This is not what I've done all my life. Hey, Kyrie, how are you? I hope I said that correctly. Um, I was actually in the mortgage industry, in the call center environment, corporate world for many years, putting in many hours, many hours, and until my pancreas shut down and left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on, and that sucked, you know. So I had to just, you know, restructure and redirect. I got redirected to this whole online space, and now here we are. So if that resonates with you, you've been thinking about starting something, and you like the idea of it being flexible, you like the idea of it being residual, then go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple questions there so I get to know you a little bit. I'll reach out. We will have that conversation. What's up? Sheena, what is going on? Welcome. This is a good one. So, yeah, as I said before, this is not what my experience or expertise is in. Been in the mortgage industry for a mighty long time, but today I was blessed enough to be part of a very exclusive Zoom, and this Zoom was with Eric Worre. Now, if you know who Eric Worre is, drop a one in the comments. If you don't know who he is most likely the number one network marketing trainer. He is not building a business with a company, but he's been training network marketers for years. And his background is network marketing, and number one earner in his last company. This guy is the man, the man. If you know who he is, then you already know. But he's a very big time. So he has an event that he does every year, and it's called GoPro, and that's kind of where I first got really like the I don't know if it's called love, but I definitely got like a really good flavor from network marketing. That was the first time I saw him. First time in actually it was November of 2014, 11 years ago. Yeah, that's when I saw him first. But he was talking about the future of network marketing and what's going on, and what should we expect, and why people succeed and why some people don't, and how to help folks, and all this good stuff. And there was two things that there was a few things because I took like 2 pages of notes, but there was one thing, a couple of things that he said that I really liked. I've talked about this before, maybe a couple of years ago, but never really in this context. So this is very important, especially for some of you who are just getting introduced or into a network marketing company, and you haven't done something like this before, or you have and you have failed. These two are for you. And if you're thinking of getting into it, you really need to consider these two things. The very first one, and probably the most obvious one, is that Network marketing, in order for you to start your business, that could potentially pay you um, tens of thousands of dollars, in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars. That business, in order for you to get it started, there's a very low entry cost, very low investment. Most companies you can get inside with 200 bucks, 250 bucks, and you're in. Now, where else would you start a business that could potentially pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars with 250 bucks? That's a very low entry point. It's not like you wanting to open up a Subway franchise where you need a couple 100,000 and then you need to show another 300,000 that you got in the bank, and they tell you you're not going to even break even for like 5 years. A Domino's pizza, they tell you you're not even going to break even with your investment for 10 years. 10 years, and people sign up for that. People join and get a Domino's franchise, and they know they're not going to see any money back to break even for 10 years, and yet they do it. So in network marketing, when you can get into a business, start a business that you can do that from home with like 250 bucks, it's like, what? 250 bucks, 500 bucks, even like there's some companies that, have like 5,000 bucks to buy in, even that, right? Where you have a potential to make hundreds of thousands. So the very first thing is it's a very low entry point. So it makes it low risk. You're not risking $200,000. You're risking a couple hundred bucks. And for that, you're getting products. It's not like it's in thin air. You actually buy products with that money. So it's a very low risk business to get started with, right? On the other side, it's even a lower cost to exit. What does that mean? It's like you're not losing any more money. You're not paying it anything more to stop, to quit. Hey, some franchises, you gotta pay a hefty penalty for early termination. It's not just, oh yeah, I bought this franchise, well, I changed my mind. No, you gotta pay for early termination. So you gotta pay for that, right? And here, you just leave. You just quit one day. Low risk, low cost to start, and lower cost to get out. What's the risk? Nothing. You just lose on potentially making pretty decent income. So keep that in mind when you think about it. Even if you wanted to go open up a retail store, even if you got your beautician license and you wanted to rent a seat, for at a barber shop, at a hair salon, at a nail salon, right? You'd probably have to. Well, I used to know the numbers for that business really well. You rent a chair for anywhere between 250 to $500 a week. A week. It's like a couple thousand a month, right? And anything is a higher cost, higher risk than starting a network marketing business with 250 bucks, 500 bucks, right? So that's the first thing. Now, Second thing, you ready for this? This is a good one. This is a really good one. This may hit some of you. People get in to network marketing and you ask them, how much do you want to make a month, right? They say, well, I want to make 3,000. I want to make 4,000. I want to make 10,000. I want to make 2,000, right? They have this high expectation. And then they're not doing much with their skills, which means they're not really plugging in to learn the tricks, the speech, the scripts, um, the training, the promotions. They're not plugging in to learn any of that stuff, right? So they have this high expectation, but here it comes with very low skills. They have this high expectation, but extremely low skills, not willing to develop the skills or grow the skills. They just keep that high expectation and they float with that until it's like, I'm not meeting my high expectation, even though I'm not plugging into to doing anything with my skills, but I'm not meeting my high expectation, so I'm out. Why? Because it's a very low cost to exit. It's easy. You just stop. Imagine if you had a retail shop and just one day you said, I'm going to stop. Does that even like make sense? Wouldn't you want to get rid of your inventory or you put a sale sign, closing, right? Not here. You just leave. So you have this high expectation with low skills. You have this very low entry point and even a lower exit point. Why do you think most people fail? They get in, they don't do anything to develop their skills, they keep their high expectations, that it doesn't get met, and they leave. They quit. It's really that simple. All the people who have made it in this profession, um, they've been in it for years. Some have figured it out early, but most, it took them years to figure it out. See, the figuring out part is in developing the skills, recognizing what it takes. But if you're keeping that high expectation and you're keeping that exit door bright right in front of you, the moment it's not met, you're out. It's like if you're supposed to go on this one date, right? And it's your first date and it's supposed to be really important, right? This guy is yay or nay kind of thing, or girl. And let's say you have 10 others on the backup, right? When you go there with this new guy or new girl and you sit down on a date, how quickly are you ready to find something and get out? Why? Because you keep that high expectation. It's really easy to get out because you got all these options, right? So when you keep that exit door in front of you and you keep your high expectations even more in front of you, and you don't do anything in between to extend, get rid of that exit door, push it back, back, back. Because every time you learn something new, you develop a new skill, you get on this Zoom, that Zoom, you get excited about the business and learning, you're growing. right? You're growing. So I wanted to give you some stats, but I think I'll do that on a separate live. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow next. There's some crazy statistics about network marketing, direct sales, distributors, customers, how much it pays, all this stuff. So I think I'll talk about that tomorrow. But think about it. If you decide to get into a network marketing business or side gig, something online, keep in mind that you're getting in at lowest investment point for any business. It's just real talk, right? And work on your expectations and work on your skills and keep that exit door as far away as you possibly can imagine. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. I know you know somebody who can get some value from this live. Come on, tag them, share it with them, and spread the love. Let's go. If you're not following me, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work in corporate world, call center environment, many, many years. And my pancreas shut down, left me unemployable, which means I can't even get a job with what I got, and with nothing to fall back on. That sucked. And so I got redirected to this whole network marketing, direct sales, online space. And I tell you, I love it. It I really want to talk about this tomorrow, but I'll leave you with this. This is not by any means easy. Nobody ever said this is an easy business, easy job, easy anything. It's not. It's probably the toughest thing you'll ever learn and you'll ever do. I tell you the truth. I'm gonna lie to you. I'm gonna lay it out straight. But there's nothing like it. That's what I gotta tell you. So I got redirected to this whole space, online space, and I help folks like you now to start something online, and we use social media to grow it. So if that resonates with you, if you want to get started, you've been, uh, you got that itch to start something, make some extra more money, especially with this time of the year, then go to sidegigsean.com, answer a couple questions there so I get to know you a little bit. I'll reach out and we'll have that conversation. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over